We're going to learn how to use graphics calculators to help us find the roots, the maximum, the minimums, and the y-intercepts of quadratic functions. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. So our first example is right here, y is equal to x squared minus x minus 2. To find the roots of this, we would have to factorize it, which can be pretty hard sometimes, equate it to 0, and then we have to find the y-intercept. If we want to find the y-intercept, we have to substitute x equals 0 in, which can be a little bit tough sometimes. And then if we want to work out the maximum minimum, we would have to remember x equals minus b on 2a, which is sometimes you don't want to do that. I'm going to teach you how to graph this on your calculator just in case you don't know how to do it by hand, okay? Or if you want to check your answer. So on my left, I got a graphics calculator right here. What you're going to do is click number 5 at this point, or push number 5, and then it's going to put you in graph function, okay? At this point here, you're going to just input this quadratic function, okay? Remembering that x is right underneath alpha, the red button. You're going to push a squared minus x minus 2. Easy. You're just going to put execute, and you're just going to push it again, okay? And if you can see, it will just graph your function for you, okay? You can push F1 because it says trace right there, and then it'll put a little cursor on your graph. Now you can push left and right for it to move left and right, and you can see that x value at 1.9 corresponds to the y value at that point. If you want to, you can be a little bit more flexible as well. If you want to just push number 2 in, you can just, it'll shoot you there automatically. Or the number 1.5, it'll shoot you there automatically, okay? Other thing is if you press G-solve, you have your root, your maximum, your minimum, and your y-intercept. If you want to work out your roots, you can just press F1 at this point, which is the corresponding button, and it will find the roots for you, okay? And since there are 2, you can push left and right. If you see, my roots that I calculated by hand are the same as the ones in this graph, okay? Pushing F5 again, it opens up your G-solve window again. And we wouldn't pick maximum because it's a convex function, but we can pick a minimum. Yep, and it'll work out, and it's exactly the same as right here. And then we can press G-solve to work out y-intercept, and it's right there. Okay. So our next example is right here. I'm gonna let you take a moment to pause the video and then try to work it out yourself, okay? Try to put it on a graphics calculator and try to solve for it yourself, okay? So just pause the video and give that a shot. Okay, cool. So here's the solutions that I found. So the roots would be x equals minus 3 and x equals 1. Y-intercept is equal to 0 and 1.5, and the maximum would be at a minus 1 and 3, okay? And I will do that for you right now. So we put minus 0.5 in, x squared, minus x plus 1.5. Easy. We graph it, and then G-solve, roots, bang, bang. It tells us what the roots are. If we want to find the maximum, click max, it would have y equals minus 1 and 2. Yep. And then last one, y-intercept. It picks it up right there, okay? So hopefully this helps you learn how to graph quadratic functions. And if you don't know how to find the roots or y-intercept or maximum min by hand, you can always use it on your calculator. And if you do know how to do it by hand, you can also check your solution as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps.